These are the best XERJOFF fragrances that you've never heard of. And stick to the end to find out which fragrance needed a special mention. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Kevin here, back at the Oligarch store. Today I have a special episode for you guys. I'm going to take a deeper look into the XERJOFF house. XERJOFF has been a house in the luxury niche space that's really been picking up in the past few years. I would say now they've pretty much reached that top end level of like luxury premier fragrances. It's been a name that a lot of people have been speaking about, a lot of people have been buying in the fragrance community, well, particularly in the niche space. So today I wanted to take you guys through some of the hidden gems of XERJOFF. Some of these fragrances you guys probably haven't heard much of, and perhaps some of these you even haven't had a chance to try them yet because some of them can be a little hard to get your hands on. All right, so the first one that I wanted to put in this is the ALLENDE. So this one here, let's give this one a spray. Now the ALLENDE is your, this is one made for your vanilla lovers. The ALLENDE is part of the Shooting Stars collection. That's their biggest range of fragrances. This is quite a rich, creamy, vanilla and chocolatey gourmand fragrance. So it's one that's made for gourmand lovers. So if you like sweet dessert type fragrances, check out the ALLENDE. This one doesn't get much love. When it comes to XERJOFF, I'm finding that a lot of the fragrances that are rich in fruity gourmands get more love from people who like the sweet desserts fragrances. Names like Cruz del Sur 2 gets a whole lot of love right now, and La Capitale, which I'm sure a lot of you XERJOFF lovers have been trying, have been buying. It is not an overly complex fragrance. XERJOFF do very, very superb complex fragrances, but this is more of a, I actually would kind of consider it a linear scent. Nothing wrong with that though. If you are looking for something creamy, vanilla, with some chocolatey cacao notes, try out the ALLENDE. This I would consider as day leading into an evening scent. It has that kind of sweet vanilla and magnolia that you would wear when it's sunny outside, but with that cacao note, this kind of rich, dark, chocolatey note to it. This would be one that it'd be nice to wear out of the office heading into dinner time. So check out the ALLENDE. This is a really superb fragrance here. The next XERJOFF fragrance here is called Kind of Blue. Now this one is part of XERJOFF's Join the Club collection. All of their fragrances are in the dark blue bottles. So in this range, it includes names like More Than Words, Don, Commandante, 40 Knots, Ivory Root. These are all the big names that you'll know from that collection, but you may not have tried Kind of Blue. Now this one here, Sergio Momo created as a celebration of jazz in the 1920s in Chicago and Harlem. This one here is this kind of very warm floral scent that he's created. Give this one a spray here. Okay, and so because it is in XERJOFF's Join the Club collection, if some of you guys don't know, that collection is actually a very exclusive collection where they don't release any of the notes. So you can't actually find out explicitly what is in this fragrance, but overall what I'm getting is this quite powdery, soapy, aldehyde floral. It is a very clean, very, not fresh in a citrus way, but very soapy clean. Kind of Blue is one that I would consider a unisex fragrance, one that you'd wear as an office scent, wearing out during the day, a going out scent, probably not a night scent. This is kind of one that maybe if you're going out to a dinner or a party and you want that kind of fresh, soapy scent around you after a shower, after you're getting dressed, then perhaps this would be one that you would grab. In the base, you're getting this powdery iris in it. From what I can pick up, it's kind of like a iris, jasmine, warm kind of white and purple floral scent. In terms of performance, I've worn Kind of Blue a couple of times before, and this is a fragrance that on my skin, I get about 5 to 6 hours performance. Projection wise is probably the first few hours, and then it kind of stays as a nice, lingering skin scent. It's not really made to be an overly heavy projecting scent that's supposed to clear the room. It's really made to be this kind of really clean, soapy, feel-good fragrance that you'd wear during the day, out to work, stuff like that. Kind of Blue by XERJOFF, part of their Join the Club collection. The third one we have here is one for the oud and incense smoky leather lovers. So this one here is called LUXOR. It is done in a very, very intricate, stunning gold design. It is part of their Oud Stars collection. I would say this is not one for everyone, so what you're getting is this really, really rich, smoky incense in it. There's some earthy elements to it as well. Opens with the cardamom, the leather, the cinnamon, and then in the heart is where it really performs beastly. So you're getting this incense here, you're getting tobacco and myrrh. A lot of the ingredients in the LUXOR here comes in the Southeast Asian region. So you're getting the oud from Thailand and Cambodia. You're getting the patchouli from Indonesia. So if you guys have ever been to like the temples in Cambodia or Thailand or even like Vietnam and stuff, this is the kind of scents that you're getting around the area where it's quite smoky. There's a lot of incense and myrrh around. For me personally, I'd wear it in the colder days, in the winter time. I like wearing those smoky, earthy scents like LUXOR. I don't particularly like wearing oud and incense in spring, summer. It's just my own taste. I think not many people can pull it off or would even want to pull it off. Check out the LUXOR presentation alone. Stunning, stunning gold bottle here. XERJOFF probably isn't known as much for their smoky incense and myrrh fragrances, so this is really a special one in their collection, which doesn't get enough love, so I just wanted to put some spotlight on it for you guys. Now the fourth one I have here is Soprano. This is part of their V collection, what I like to consider short for Velvet collection. It is in the same collection as Herbe Pura, which many of you guys know. I'm sure many of you guys have tried it or even have it yourselves. Soprano here is one that was made an ode to the opera and like singers. What I'm getting, the Soprano is this quite a, not overly sweet, but definitely this bright lychee opening to it. Lychee is the main accord in Soprano. In the heart of this fragrance, I'm getting this blend of fruits with this green element, kind of like nearly a green mossy element to it. It has a very springtime feeling about it. Just when you want a little bit of kind of milky fruitiness, not something that's too fruity, too bright, but it has a nice lychee with a milk accord. Great again as a day scent. And there is something a little special about this fragrance where I feel like this could become your special occasion scent. Some of the fragrances in the V collection, like the Soprano, like the Herbe Pura, tend to have this fruity sweetness about it that perhaps goes in a feminine direction. So, oh, whoops, oh, there we go, luckily. But I do find that a lot of guys do buy bottles from the Velvet collection as well. This one here, Soprano, not as sweet or rich in fruits as Herbe Pura. Soprano has this warm milk notes in the middle, this milky accord, tones down the sweet fruits. Really, really nice, creamy, fruity, gourmand scent. One that I wish more people would try. So if you guys are able to get your hand and your nose on the Soprano, do try it and let me know what you guys think, because for me, it's a very underrated fragrance, part of the Velvet collection, because Herbe Pura takes so much of the spotlight. So if you guys do try this, let me know what you guys think. The fifth one right here, this is one that I had to add in because XERJOFF's Oud Stars collection is getting a lot of love now. It's starting to get a lot of traction. A lot of people have been trying XERJOFF's Oud fragrances. This one is one that not many people talk about. I see online a lot of people talk about Fars, Mamluk, Ceylon, these big names. Gao is actually one of my personal favorites from the Oud Stars collection because it is one that, if you love sweet, spicy saffron in fragrances, then you'll love Gao. So Gao opens with this Spanish saffron. In the notes itself, it doesn't say that there is rose in it, but I always pick up this light, sweet rosiness. In the heart here, you're getting juniper berries. You have Indonesian patchouli in the base. It is very rich in amber. So if you are after something that is an oud fragrance with a sweet, dark amber, check out Gao, because Gao is one that's so underrated. It performs incredibly. Gao on my skin, I'm getting about 10 hours. So projection wise, I'm getting like 6 to 8 hours of projection. And then I'm getting a few more hours after that as a skin scent. When I put it on clothing, if I put this on my shirt now, first it's gonna stain. The color of the juice is quite dark, so be careful with white clothing. And on clothing, it's lasting days and days. When I'm getting my jackets dry cleaned and stuff, and I bring it back, a lot of the time I can still even smell it. Like it's that strong. If you're looking for an attention grabber scent, particularly in the evenings where it gets a bit cooler and you're happy with wearing like a oud fragrance, but you don't want that. I would consider this one of their more sweeter ouds. Some of the other Oud Stars fragrances have a very barnyard animalic tone to them, and it's not made for everyone. I think only some people can handle those kind of ouds. Gao is much more of a wearable oud, so actually probably one of the most wearable ouds in the Oud Stars collection, because it has this sweet spicy saffron with this sweet florals that run through it as well. It's very, very wearable. It actually goes both feminine and masculine, has very good performance. So if you guys get a chance to, well, come by our store to try it out, because some stores selling XERJOFF, I have seen that they've really only picked out the big names like Fars and Ceylon, but you probably won't be able to get your nose on the Gao. So if you're able to find like a tester or sample somewhere, or jump on our website at Oligarch to grab yourself a bottle, really, really underrated hidden gem in XERJOFF. So Gao, love it. Okay, the sixth one that we have here, this is one that will probably be quite hard for you to get your hands on. If you're able to, see if you can source a sample, or if your friend has a bottle, or just ask around in the Facebook fragrance groups. This one's called Save Me. Now, Save Me is actually a collaboration fragrance between Sergio Momo's XERJOFF and Brian May, the legendary Brian May from Queen. This fragrance was actually made as a fundraising project to help promote the protection of endangered animals. So I know Brian May, I think, has now an ongoing relationship with the XERJOFF brand, where the fragrances that they create together, they want to put into not-for-profit fundraisers and stuff, and campaigns for like protecting wildlife. In Save Me, you have an opening of jasmine with chamomile there, and then the heart is really where it really comes out. So tuberose, mimosa, ylang ylang, gardenia. These are the really, really rich floral notes that come out in Save Me. It is the perfect spring summer scent if you love florals. Oh, well, I guess autumn, spring, summer. Probably I just wouldn't wear it on a rainy day in winter. Other than that, you can wear Save Me all year round. It is a fragrance that I would describe as a blend of white florals and yellow florals. Probably a little bit more feminine leaning, unless you're down to rock more sweet, light, powdery florals. I don't know why not. I actually love this fragrance myself too. There isn't anything too heavy in like an oud direction to really project it beastly. It's not made to do that. It's made as a beautiful, complex, and very intriguing floral fragrance. That's what it's made to be. So, you know, enjoy it for what it is. These days, I think too many people are just so hell-bent on finding the biggest projector, but not every perfume is made to be like that. So appreciate this for the complexity and just creation that it is. Usually when I'm wearing this on my own skin, it's the jasmine and tuberose that really stands out as the best performers in the fragrance. You have this white floral heart that really takes over the fragrance, but there is some really nice yellow elements to it. The ylang ylang, the mimosa, and again, Save Me was made as a limited edition bottle actually, so kind of might be hard to get your hands on. I know at the store here in Australia, Oligarch is the last place where you can get it, so jump on our website, which I'll link below. If you are in Melbourne, come by the store and try this one today. Wear it on your skin before you head out and just see how it performs for yourself, because it's limited edition, meaning I think I might have probably about 6 or 7 bottles left. Once that runs out, we're not getting it anymore. It's gone. And the last one I have here, this one is called Apollonia, and it is to celebrate the moon landing. I think this came out in 2020 to celebrate the 40-year anniversary of the moon landing. A very intriguing scent. When I first smelt it, I kind of regret reading the description before I smelt it, because reading the description and smelling it, I mean, I feel like it puts me on the moon. What you're getting is very, very cold white elements. It's hard to describe. There are, let's see. So it opens with, it literally just says, it opens with white flowers, iris butter, white musk. That's it. I don't know exactly what white florals they use. I'm not sure if it's jasmine or something like that. But I get this kind of cold, concrete, cold, rocky element to this fragrance. Really, really intriguing. I literally don't know how they came about making this with just those 3 notes, like crazy. If you are able to get your hands on Apollonia, smell it, see what you think. Sweet, floral, smooth, very, very smooth, and very well balanced. The last one that I need to highlight, this one as promised, the last one is actually a special mention. So this was your top 7 hidden gems in XERJOFF. But this last one here, I just want to show a bit of love to, special mention. This is Red Hoba. It is paired with the Blue Hope, part of the Shooting Stars collection as well. I think they're only made in 100ml bottles. I don't think they're made in 50ml. Oh, and this is like your cinnamon caramel gourmand. If you're after something sweet, spicy, delicious, you have here an opening of bergamot, cinnamon, cardamom. The cardamom is not overly bright at all. It's the cinnamon that takes over. This is just a rich cinnamon fragrance. There's this nice red candiness to it. The dry down of this fragrance, you're getting this cinnamon caramel gourmand to it, and then it dries down with this sandalwood, and it goes quite, not woody, but some of the woodier elements and earthy elements come in and play a part. The sandalwood, the patchouli, the guaiac wood as well. Such a really rich and complex fragrance. This one is one that takes you on a journey. Try the Red Hoba if you haven't heard of it already, if you haven't tried it already. Thanks guys, if you've reached the end of this video, make sure to click like so the video blows up, and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I'm doing weekly videos now, so I've just been filming at the store. This one I wanted to cover for XERJOFF as one that I made purely for you niche lovers because it's lesser known names in the brand. I think this is probably something that I want to keep doing because I'm finding the YouTube algorithm is just putting out these videos that it's all like biggest names and the best sellers from all the typical brands that we always hear of. And I think, you know, I want to put some spotlight on some of the other hidden gems in these more niche houses that you guys may not have heard of yet, or that you guys are eager to try. So again, if you are interested in XERJOFF, in Australia, Oligarch carries the biggest XERJOFF range. So if you go on our website, www.oligarch.com.au, you can find the most extensive collections from XERJOFF, every collection we have. And we don't just have their best-selling names, we have a lot of their smaller hidden gems here as well. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.